Hey there everybody, it's Exonerated. Welcome to my Direwolf 20 1.7.10 Feed the Beast world. We have been busy. Very busy. So what we've decided to do is kind of take things in a different direction. There's really only so far we can go. Over there is our old house with the quarries underground and the tree farm and everything else. We decided to build 400 or 500 blocks away. How much is it? Yep, almost 500 blocks away. We wanted to do a new setup over the sky, or up in the sky rather, to kind of do something different for us. You can see here we're kind of marking out some paths. So the first thing Tyrant built was this kind of floating pool table. Although these kind of look cool. These remind me of the legs like from the Jetsons on the bottom of the buildings, the little concentric rings. And you can tell he's been playing with some carpenter's blocks with all the angles. So we silk touch, got some grass up here. And he started building on his temple, which I think looks fantastic. He's really put a lot of time and patience into this. And this is only going to get better. I don't know if it's going to be like a temple or like a full-on church. I just wish we could have some big stained glass in the side of it. That would be awesome. And let's see. Over here we've got some food. With some melons and some food and some berries and some food. And yep, that's pretty much it. You can see we've got some angel blocks. That's how we built blocks in the sky. If you've never seen them, I believe they're from Open Blocks. Yep. And they're super easy to create. It's just 2 feathers, a bit of gold, and some obsidian. And when you get one, you just pick a spot in the air and boom, it's in the air. Then you can build off of it, get your, your platform started. And when you're done, all you gotta do is break it with a punch, and it comes straight back to your inventory. So you don't even have to go hunt it down on the ground below, which is really awesome. Anyway, so this is the start of kind of like our temple grounds. And down here I built a big smeltery room. I built the largest smeltery you can build. 7 by 7 on the interior. Why? Why not? I'm in the works of setting this up too. I want to do a system where a different metal is assigned to each spout. So basically we can come through, kind of send our metal in here, our production metal that is. So I'm talking about like when you set up your quarry and you get, a couple of stacks of iron and a couple of stacks of ferrous ore and a couple of stacks of different things. We're going to go through and break them down, excuse me, break them down, process them, and then send them over here and have this thing melt them down. Oh, you can see some skeletons have died in there. So this will break them down, put them into blocks for us, and then underneath, get under here, I've got some facades set up with Ender IO cables, and I have all of them leading to this one chest right here. So basically what I want to do is have just an automated way to have a different metal in each basin, and then, so even if it's not a full, say a full block of iron, it'll just sit here until it gets a full block of iron. And then it'll, drain down and we'll be good to go. And then, like I said, all completed blocks will come to here. They may instead get turned into an AE2 system, fed into system through the floor. We're going to run all cables as part of the floor, like we have right here with these facades. Look at them from underneath. When you're not looking at them with the wrench, it looks just like a regular floor. So you can walk on it and everything else. And that way, you can actually shield all your cables right down the middle of the walkway here, and no one is any the wiser. The only time you can't do that is if you try to do ramped floors like this one. So obviously this wouldn't work because we don't have full blocks here to run the tubes down, but I could always convert this, no problem. Speaking of converting, what we have here is, I saw this in Direwolf's Let's Play. Nebris has done it also. I liked it so much I did it. I think I went a little overboard, but still. if you try to, there's two kinds of experience in this Feed the Beast pack. One is Liquid XP, which you see right there in an open blocks tank. The other is, what's the stuff called? Essence. Mob Essence. There we go. So basically what happens is the ratio for Mob Essence is better when it comes to enchanting books in machines and enchanting weapons in machines. You get more for your dollar efficiency-wise by using Mob Essence compared to using Liquid XP. So to take advantage of that, what we've done is we've set up an open blocks tank, and this is an experience drain. We just, every once in a while, we just cop squat, drop our XP into the tank, and move away. And what happens is there's a redstone signal right here with this lever, and it'll unlock the block so that the drain can drop the Liquid XP onto the sewer. The sewer from Mine Factory Reloaded converts the Liquid XP into Mob Essence. And this Mob Essence all came from these berries over the course of maybe 5 hours. Filled up 2 massive open blocks tanks. So next what we're going to do is we're going to expand this room a little bit, set up an auto anvil, an auto enchanter, forget the other machine, but there's 3 of them total, so we're going to set them all up. And then we're going to go through and set up the Bibliocraft, can never remember the name of it. Here it is right here. It's the printing press and then the typesetting table. So we'll be able to go through, enchant an item, get the enchants that we like the best from it, make a copy of them on the typesetting table, or, yes, and then we'll get the typesetting table to pull the enchant off, I think is how it works. And then the printing press will actually duplicate it. So let's say we get a combination of Power 4 books, we'll turn them into a Power 5 book, then we'll put them on the printing press and actually make extra Power 5 books. So we can actually go through and arm ourselves with like really amazing gear without having to go through all the effort of trying to enchant with 30 levels. Did I get what I want? No. Okay. And then try to adjust it. We can just farm, essentially, with this setup, we can farm the enchants we want for everything, which would be awesome. We can take our Tinker's Construct tools, take them downstairs, enchant them however which way we want to, and then we're good to go. Which I personally am looking forward to Silk Touch. That's going to be the first thing I farm because I've only been able to find 1 emerald total. And I found a couple villages and I haven't had a chance to trade for more. But I've only ever found that 1 emerald, and as a result, man, it's just been a bear. I wonder what that is, the explosion. But I don't see a meteorite or whatever. Asteroid or whatever those things are called. I'm going to have to check that out. So basically, that's the setup for right here with our experience farm. And then, of course, we got our Tinker's Construct. Ender Lilies, we've found a couple. What I decided to do was farm up some Ender Pearls and turn some sandstone into endstone. You put it in a fluid transposer with a piece of sandstone and these things, Ender Pearl, and it turns that sandstone into endstone. And it'll take your rate of growth for these Ender Pearl lily plants from what is 12 days in Minecraft to 4 days in Minecraft. So it ends up total growth time based on the ticks and whatnot, ends up about being 3 real life hours. Which honestly is not too bad. Put them up here and walk away from them and don't even think about them. And then over time, as we find more Ender Lilies, we'll go through and set those up too. It's kind of a great way to get Ender Pearls early game without having to hunt down Endermen. And if you've played Ender Minis in this pack, the guy who created Ender IO, he's a monster because those things are beasts. And they're rough. Boy, are they rough. So, yeah, speaking of carpenter's blocks, I use them to kind of get this, I don't know, cage type words are escaping me. But basically I use them to kind of build this cage type setup here. Just went through and made some factory blocks, and then took the chisel tool and picked this wire frame pattern, and I think it looks really good. I used it up top also. I didn't want anything to be able to spawn up here, so I used half height. Well, that's not right. I used half height carpenter's blocks. There we go. I used half height carpenter's blocks, and then just covered them in the Tinker's Construct glass to kind of get this framed look, which I think is amazing. Personally, it looks so sharp. Actually, no, I should take that back. This is not Tinker's Construct glass. That's the clear glass from Chisel. That's what that is. This is a mistake. I meant to make hardened these, but I made these extra. I'm going to use them, but for right now I'm just stacking them there to get them out of the way. This was the first platform we built. It's just kind of a storage area. I'm pretty sure this is disappearing. I expect it to disappear anyway. I'll probably just tear the thing down, to be honest with you. We want multiple levels and whatnot. We want to be able to go kind of back and forth, like in a skyblock kind of world. So, but it was just easy, and yeah. So, the first thing I did bring up here was our big reactor. There's no extra fuel in it now. It's just depleting what was in it initially. And that's mostly because, let me turn off NEI, that's mostly because it has a full energy buffer that we're just not going to be able to use right now. And I didn't see any reason to waste the fuel. So, it's, you know, I filled it up to start, and then I left it alone. And now it's just doing its own thing for now. This is a passively cooled big reactor. Eventually we want to upgrade to an actively cooled one, and set it up with some water and turbines and really kind of get the full scale power. But this thing will pump out when it's full, and when these things are set to a lower insertion, this tank will pump out ridiculous, I want to say like 3000 RF a tick. So I don't think we're going to need an actively cooled big reactor anytime soon. Even with as much power as I use, and I am power hungry. No pun intended. Right here we just had some these things. Alloy furnaces set up. We were using them to cook up some stone because we've been going through a lot of stone. And then out here I have my thermal expansion equipment set up. Not quite sure if this is the final place for it. I know this is where I want the tanks, and this is where I was working on reinforce. Basically, what I want to do is I want to have 5 tanks. I mean, there'll be more because there's more fluids, but basically I want a tank per fluid leading to this magma crucible. And so what I want to do, if we check here, you can see that, does that magma? Yeah, it does. Here, I'll just do this and show you what I want to do. So, come on. There we go. Alright, so and I got it. The magma crucible here, it will go through and feed out liquids on the bottom, which is huge. That's exactly what we want. What I want to do is hook it up with a hose to all of these tanks. And I want each set of tank to have a different liquid. I don't want to share liquids. I just want them each to have a separate liquid. The only way to do that is to get this special cable from Ender.io. Here it is right here, interfluid conduit. And if you look, it instantly teleports multiple fluids to be transported at on the same line. So basically, we can use this cool cable and hook it up to multiple tanks and put our fluid from one magma crucible, so like liquid redstone in one, liquid ender pearl in another, well, resonant ender I think is what it calls it, liquid glowstone, maybe we got some lava over here, and you know, like eventually we'll have cryothium and pyrotheum dust and everything else. So basically we want to be able to liquefy them and have them over here. But I want to be able to do it all through one magma crucible. And I mean, over time I may add other magma crucibles, but for now that's what I really want. So by using this interfluid conduit, I could just hook it straight up and then run a line all the way down, and it'll fill up one tank at a time. Now, what I have found through testing in creative is that this cable doesn't care which tank it puts it in. In other words, I could have redstone right here. If this tank is empty, the redstone's not always going right here. Sometimes it'll go here, or to the next empty, or to the next empty. So what we want to make sure we do is not let a single tank go empty. So we're going to have to go through and set it up so that basically this tank will start off and then never let it get empty. Yeah, never let it get empty. I had to think about it for a second. So, you know, we'll keep that tank, and then when we go to grind up the next material, you know, say glowstone or resonant ender or whatever it might be, then we'll go through, is that it? Nope, two more. Then we'll go through and add the next tank. So I don't want to add a tank until I'm going to liquefy the next material. Let's see, I've got two more hardens. I want to turn them into reinforced. I should have some glass. Yep. Right here. So let's do this. And alright, there's a one reinforced. There's a two. Alright, now these bottom tanks, they're going to be set to unload only, or these top tanks I mean, they're going to be set to unload only, so it won't even matter right now. Later on, we can always set them to, not with this apparently, but we can always set them to fill up, and then we don't have to worry about it. So let's look at getting some of this conduit here. We need some vibrant alloy, which vibrant alloy is energetic alloy and ender pearl. Energetic alloy is gold, redstone, and glowstone, and I think I have some. So let's look at that. Oh, there we go. There's a vibrant alloy. We can go ahead and get started right now. That's some yellorium. I'm going to take that redstone and that glowstone. Yep. My stuff is kind of everywhere at the moment. Let's see here. I don't see any conduit binding. Nope, not in that one. I'll put that away. Grab this bag. No conduit binding. Wait. Did I see something else? More glowstone. Electrum, don't need that. Okay. We'll check one last place, and then I may have to... yep. Alright, I'm going to have to take a quick break. I'm going to get some stuff together, and when I come back, we'll run that cable and start liquefying. And I'm back, and it's so cool to fly up to your base like this, like in the air. Just amazing. I don't know. At any rate, I went and picked up a ton of conduit binder that I had back at our old base. And let's go ahead and make our first bit of this. Or not. Actually, let's go ahead and play grown up. What I need is right here, fused quartz. Here we go. We'll get back around here. And now we can make it. Ender fluid conduit. Yep, I got enough to make 8. I'm going to grab some iron. Here's some iron. Thought I had some more over here. I've got a ton around the corner over there. I just want to grab up some of the loose stuff that's here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and set this up for alloys only. And this one is, I thought redstone and no, electrical steel is, no? Oh, I'm thinking of the redstone. What do I use for this? Oh, conductive iron. Okay, that's the one I was thinking of, that's redstone. And yeah, I don't need to make any more of that. Let's go ahead and make some energetic alloy while we're thinking about it. Gold, redstone, and glowstone. Let's grab 2 blocks. Let's do 18. 18 will get us 6 sets of cable, which is... Whoops. Oh, that'll give us the enhanced energy cable. But we can also use it to make a vibrant alloy. Yep, 1 for 1. Okay, cool. So we're going to do 18. This is alloys only. Put that glowstone in there. Put that redstone in there. Alright, so that can get cooking now. We don't need it right this second, but it's kind of nice just to have it. Alright. That is scary when all of a sudden the floor disappears on you. Alright, so we've got our ender fluid conduit right here. And we're going to be careful. We're going to hold shift now. Again, there's supposed to be a what's this stuff? Conduit facade right here, but we don't have it hooked up just yet. So we're just going to move our ender fluid cable down this way. Alright, we're connected. So now the first one I want to work on is going to be, I think we're going to do redstone first. Let's go ahead and get some. I don't have any there or there. Is my redstone up here? It is. 35 stacks I can afford. Did I get it all? I sure did. Okay. Alright, so 35 stacks. We're going to go ahead and liquefy some redstone. You'll notice it goes straight on out. No problem. Each one gets us 100. That tank holds 128,000 though. So we'll never have to worry about that. Now, the good thing is this cable's already hooked up. That's all we need. We can go ahead and put our facade right back. Now we don't have to worry about it. And I'm going to leave this end open so I can add the extra cable to it. But at least this way we don't have to worry about the big gaping hole in our floor. You can see it's burning right through. Are we not powering anymore? Oh, we're using the buffer. Okay, alright. Nothing else is running right now. It's just not getting the power as fast as it's using it, which is okay. I'm not too terribly worried about it. I think that's because it is. It's because of this alloy smelter over here is burning a lot of power, and I've got it double layered, or with a double layer capacitor, so it's burning like an extra 50% power, I think, which is why this one is charging, but not like really charging crazy. So you can see we've got, I just put a second stack in. We're getting our resident ender. No problem. Now, when this is done, I think what we're going to do next is some glowstone. Or not glowstone, some ender pearls. So let's go check out my ender pearls right here. No, they are not. No. Here's my ender pearls. And I think I'm going to leave myself half a stack of ender pearls because I don't want to... You use them for everything in Ender IO. So I just want to make sure I have enough. So let's see here. This should be about done. Yep, just about. We're going to wait till this settles in at 12,800, I believe, is 2 full stacks of redstone. So we've got almost 13 buckets of liquid redstone right there, which is, you know, we don't need it right now, but we will eventually. Alright, so we're going to add 1, 2, and now we're hooked up to this tank, and now we can go ahead and feed in our ender pearls. And ta-da! There goes our reinforced tank. Oh no, it's filling into this one. Not cool. I didn't think it'd do that. Alright. That's crazy. Okay. Alright. Well, that's fine. We'll go ahead and get these. We'll drain that. That'll drain all the way down to that one. Alright, those 8 are done. Are you empty? Why do you have Resident Ender in you still? Let's get the other wrench. This Yetta wrench doesn't work as well for... I mean, they're supposed to be interchangeable, but I don't think they are. Still shows the break in the floor. That's so creepy. There we go. Emptied it out. It's... Oh, no, I think we lost it. We did. No, that's 10 ender pearls. That's right, 2,500. Okay, we're going to grab that tank. We're going to keep that out of the way for now. So that's good to know. I did not realize that it would just teleport even to the top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and continue doing some liquid redstone here. And I'm going to put up my facade for that one and that one. That way I can continue to go on. So that's pretty much it. We're at a point now where we're just trying to set up some important things for the base. And this liquid redstone is huge. It took me forever to get it done so that I could fill up this guy with, you know, 18 buckets of liquid redstone. And so it would be nice if I needed it for something just to be able to come grab a bucket. Or like this, to be able to use this to make Enderium. You know, for instance, let's check it out. Enderium, we need Enderium blend. I can come grab a bucket with some dust, make my Enderium blend, cook it up into my ingots, and then go on about my way, using it in all sorts of energy applications. Let's see. Resident energy cells that hold 5 million power. Or is that 50? That's 50 million power. I'm sorry. They hold 50 million power. The resident portable tanks. The chest, which holds so much more. Even the ingots you need for some stuff. And of course you need it for tesseract frames. So that you can even... let's throw the next one in there. So you can make tesseracts. So it'll be nice to kind of get some of this stuff underway so we can move forward with our production. I've got these energetic alloys. And what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to go ahead and grab an ender pearl. I'm only going to make one more energetic, or not energetic alloy. This one. This one right here. I'm only going to make one more. You get 8 of those tubes, of those liquid conduits from it. So if I make one more, I'll have plenty. That'll get me that whole line there. And it's a little cheap with the supplies, but at the same end, when you're getting stuff set up, you know, you got to be a little bit more sparring. You get the good stuff when you can, but you don't waste it. So, and that's what we're doing. We're setting it up so that we don't have to waste it. So I'll be able to hook up these other tanks and get some more liquids going, and that's pretty much going to do it for today. Just wanted to show you guys how far we've come in just a couple of hours. We've been busy, so Next time I've got, wow, we've got, well, stuff coming up rather. We've still got the Blood Altar we've got to work on. We need a mob farm, which would be huge. And we've also need a room for our Ender IO equipment. I'd like to be able to set up some teleport pads so we can teleport from one island to the next. Wow, yeah, we've got a ton of stuff to do. So, and then Botania. We haven't even started with Botania yet, or any of the other magic mods that we have, including Witchery. So, until next time, it's Exonerated. Signing off. Hope you all have a good day. Bye-bye.